you toilet bowl kissers. Welcome back to the Sky Syndrome TV podcast. I hope you're well. I am your host, Ben Gilman. As always, I am joined by all my co-hosts. Let's go through them. It's the number one dirty bitch, not just in Scotland, Britain. It's Helen Watkins.
Hiya. It's true, that's me.
She brought it up off cat. She brought it off mic. I had to bring it up. Number two, the dick magician. It's Tara Chloe.
Hello.
If we were a ship, if Syndrome was a ship, you would guide it through the Sea of Cocks to the Promised Land. Is what I'm saying.
Not really.
Okay, and a man. Well, and I'm sure Tara will be happy about this week. A man, our third co-host, a man that normally special subject is here to talk about naked men this week. It's Troy Salmon.
Oh my god!
I know
what he's gonna say.
About. It is time.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew it.
All this charm bollocks is a cover-up, bro. Is what I'm saying.
It's coming. Charm is coming. Don't worry. It's still coming. Still coming.
Tantalised by a six-pack.
Oh my god! I'm here, guys. What's up?
Today is the day. Hello. How is everyone? How was your week?
I feel good. It's been alright so far. You know, people I'm working with, man, we're just having a laugh, chilling out. It's the weekend, baby. Let's go. It's coming up. It's coming up.
And what better way for us to end our week, our working week, with a recording for Sunday morning, afternoon, ever.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop. So.
How are we all doing? What's the news? What's happening?
I've got no news.
What's the crack?
What's the crack?
This week, I have been busier than the Adult Swim phone line with all the people phoning up to do auditions for Rick and Morty. Can you imagine what it must be like in that office this week?
Oh my gosh.
I can do a Rick and Morty impression, Rick!
It's been like Game of Thrones in the workplace this week, I have to be honest with you.
You're talking about Game of Thrones this week?
No, I'm talking about our workplace, but we're not going to get into it because that way we got deniability.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, my previous workplace was really Game of Thrones. Like, literally Game of Thrones.
Oh, jeez.
So who was having sex with her brother?
No one. We have an OG turd banging all the girls in the office, even though he is godforsakenly ugly.
To answer your question, it's one of the Corrs and Jim Corr, one of the sisters, if not all three of them. There's your answer.
That's disgusting. Okay.
They're all weak.
There is no way that Jim Corr has got the prowess to keep those beauties happy. No way. He's too busy on the internet looking at anti-vax bullshit. That's what he does. He's not. He cannot satisfy the needs of three beautiful young women, one of whom plays drums.
Welcome to episode 140. Jim Corr has had sex with all his sisters.
It was not me that said that.
Oh, jeez.
We're not going to put that in a title.
Oh,
that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh,
I didn't say that he did. I said that I didn't think he was capable of it, which makes me better than the person that suggested it in the first place.
Jim Corr did it with his sisters, allegedly.
No. Jim Corr could never. He's such a sad and small disappointment of a man. Honestly.
Jim Corr has a sexual magnetism of a wet cloth.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
He has sexual magnetism of a wet cloth covered in crabs.
Oh.
And not the sea kind. Like
That's the episode's out.
He's literally the toilet seat that people get herpes from. That is Jim Corr.
Wow.
Wow.
And if you want to sue me, prove that you're not. How about that?
Pull your pants down. We can all have a laugh at you, Jim Corr.
What are we thinking about, like, the Justin Roiland train coming to an abrupt stop after many, many years of suspicion and whispers?
Who?
The Rick and Morty guy.
Oh. Is it over? Is it coming to an end?
Well, no, he's been arrested. He's been charged with like felony domestic assault.
Oh, it's just a shame, isn't it?
And he's been fired from Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites.
I can't believe it. Oh my gosh.
So that's why I'm saying the phone's going to be running off the hook in the Adult Swim office with
Yeah.
every bloody dude bro thinking he can do funny voice that likes doing funny voices when he's drunk, thinking that he can take over for Rick and Morty.
I can't believe what he's doing.
I mean, this episode's off to a bombshell. So 140, Jim Corr has the sexual magnetism of a dish of a wet cloth.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry,
Well,
I'm on fire this week. I've not had a good week, so I'm very sharp tongued this week.
Yes.
Angry dirty bitch. I don't know if that's your new title. Angry dirty bitch.
Like it served me very well.
ADB, yeah. I see it.
ADB. That's me.
So I'm going to slide in here because obviously I know where Troy's going. We'll save that. So I want to talk to Helen first because have you got around to watching Our Flag Means Death yet?
No, but it's definitely very much on our list.
That comes back next week then. Thanks, Helen. Thanks, Helen. You fucked up my plans. No, I haven't.
I mean,
this week Helen might as well go make a coffee for the next 20 minutes then, because I've got stuff she might not like.
That's all right.
Okay, actually no.
She's fine.
I don't mind. I'll just sit here and like make confused faces. That's fine by me.
Okay, I'm going to go to the other two then. This is like a quiz show. Okay, well I've got like 4 other shows. Well, no, I have 3 shows, all from a certain country, which we all know that I'm studying Japanese, Japan. I've gone on a bit of a run. But first of all, I'm going to quickly talk to you about a Shudder movie, You Might Be the Killer, which is Anison Heineken. Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Still mighty fine. Would definitely plastic surgery involved, but definitely looking good. So a friend of the podcast, Steve, said he would definitely would. I mean, Troy knows who that is.
I second this.
Yes. I think Tara's actually met him a couple of times. So it's basically about a guy in the woods killing counsellors. You're most probably thinking, oh, Ben, why have you recommended something that is a rip-off? No, the joke is he's always on the phone to Alison Hannigan. Like, best comic book friend. And it's quite funny. Half of the film is them on the phone going back and forth. There is a mask that keeps possessing him. So it's a bit like the mask from Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's the interplay between him and her on the phone is just like loads of horror logic, and it is hilariously funny. Can't really spoil it. I know I'm trying to get people to watch the crazy stuff of Shudder. There was one that I was going to talk about, which is Bloody Bodybuilder from Hell, which is the Japanese dead. We can't talk about it though because Troy needs to go watch it. Oh,
I'll literally watch it tomorrow. Oh god.
Tara?
Hmm?
Did you watch Bloody Bodybuilder from Hell?
Not yet, though. I didn't have time to watch it. Why?
Because you like the muscles and the naked men. I think you're going to have a lovely time with this.
Okay.
Especially Troy, because now naked men is his favourite thing in the world.
Oh, hell no. Come on, no. Stop.
And Helen will like naked men anyway. She has one in her bed every night. So, that's not a shot. That's just literally is your husband. So
You can facts, though.
You're adults. So basically, go watch that. Don't really give away a lot. Helen's thinking of something.
I'm all right. I'm just listening.
Okay. She's blurred out her flat like I don't know where she lives. She just doesn't want me to steal her awards.
I don't want you to see the mess.
There's a dead body that you've hidden off outside. Have you taken the person you told me off camera and just hid the body?
As if I wouldn't be parading. If I'd
I've got a meeting with her next week. What have you done? No.
I paraded her. If I'd have done that, I'd be parading her around the streets right now. I would not be hiding it.
Parading.
People would be coming up and shaking my hand.
Oh my god, I love it.
So You Might Be the Killer is fine. It's okay. It's not
Check it out.
amazing, but it does the job, is what I'm saying.
I saw the trailer for it, so it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna check it out.
It's one of those weird ones where you're just kind of like brilliant. But then I did watch. I'll talk about bloody bodybuilders from hell next week when Troy's watched it. Oh, you gotta get on it as well. And also, Helen, I would like you to try and watch it too. It's got an awful dub, so that might help. Who doesn't love an awful dub? Let's be honest. So that's that one. I'm gonna save our flag means death for next week when Helen can get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Very, 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 very good. Waka Katatiti is so talented. Yeah, so if I say Blazing Transfer Students, which is, oh God, how do I say this? So there's seven boys with the same name, which I can't remember right now because I'm an idiot and I haven't written it down. Katara or something with K. So there are 7 students. They all get kidnapped and go to a school. The first thing they do is they get thrown in a wrestling ring and they got 7 bells of shit out of each other in a wrestling ring, like WWF style. So you got like a Yankee, which is like a big, like old school, like like those Yankees that they have in America, Japan, where the hair's all done up. Like that.
Oh, them ones, yeah.
Martial arts, you've got like the cute boy, the guy with the glasses being a nerd. You've got the 2 virgins. There's 2 of them, 2 virgins running around, and there's a guy who's going, pretty wink, pretty like a sexy one, going pretty wink, trying to blow them away with his eyeball.
Oh my God. the night eyes, yeah.
So they go to schools and basically they fix corrupt schools. So this could be a school where all the women are in bikinis and the men are like in their school uniform. There's one where girls, women kidnap handsome men so they can pretend they're rough women so they can pretend to learn how to be a good, how nice men, like to be a girlfriend to a nice guy. Just various things like that. It's just a really ridiculous show. There's another one where there's like loads of fake versions of them, and the manga, it's based on a manga, so the author at one point keeps popping in as a running gag. They keep breaking the fourth wall. They go, oh, there won't be another season now, and the finale is so dumb that they literally knew that they were going to tie it up. They've even gone. There's no way Netflix is going to give us another season now. You fucked it. You fucked the cliffhanger. Basically, they're literally calling it out, and they literally said to the author, "Why can't you write a better script?" Like, I won't give it away, but it was 2017, so there's no way it got a second season. Bit weird. But Tara and Troy tend to like that type of stuff, so maybe it's a bit weird. I mean, they go to investigate schools where weird stuff happening, like women in bikinis and men wearing school uniform, and it's all a bit silly. But there's a lot of strong female characters in it as well. Like that's one thing Japanese television doesn't always do is strong women, and this show is full of like the men are the punchline, which is really funny. The rough guys, the beat 'em up guys, don't hit women, so they've got a gentleman vibe of they get their asses kicked by women because they can't hit women, and even if like that does that type of thing. And to be fair, the cute looking guy keeps throwing like winks, sexy winks at the girls is really funny. Like he's really stupid. But there is a little bit of like he likes pretty boys as well, so it's a kind of like a very weird vibe, but I have laughed quite a lot at it. It does get away with some absolute howlers.
Gosh, right. I got you.
There's a bit where he dresses up as a schoolgirl. They're dressed up as schoolgirls to infiltrate the school, and he infiltrates the prison of where they got him in a box. So schoolgirls pay money so that they can practice being his girlfriend with him. So you can touch his ass, touch his cheek. So the pretty guy can touch their chin. Like it's really funny, and you just come in and he's sitting on his lap like this. Like he's mine, bitches, and it's really funny. It's just they don't take the piss out of it. It's just really hilariously funny. All right, just go watch that. Blazing Transfer Students is so Japanese it hurts. I have watched. If I say the word Junji Ito,
Oh yes, me too. Yeah,
you've been watching it.
the macabre tales, right? I was watching it.
No, Tales of the Macabre. It's a very Halloweeny type show. It's on Netflix. I've watched 3 episodes. Now,
What'd you think? What'd you think of it?
Yeah, what do you
Have you
think of
watched-
it?
I've seen the trailer, but I want to watch it at some point.
so about 5 years ago on Crunchyroll, there was already an Ito anime series, which was okay. His stuff tends to be hit and miss. So Helen, he's like the Japanese Stephen King. He's like prolific as fuck.
Yeah.
He's got creepy imagery. So, I've only watched 3 episodes, Tara, so we'll talk about the first 3. I don't know how much you've watched. The first one was Family.
Maybe 6 or 7, yeah.
It wasn't great, the first episode. I thought it was very safe. A family trying to resurrect their parents. It didn't hit with me. It was okay. Second one, there was an ice cream truck that takes children and they lick ice cream and they just come back.
Yeah.
That's a bit creepy. But there's sometimes half an episode of 2 stories and one full episode. I mean, the bit where in the end where the kids are all just ice cream, which is blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's not blood, but it's the substitute for blood, and it's just melted children. Is fucking horrifying. The imagery is just kind of amazing. That's the thing. What was episode 2? There was another thing, wasn't there?
Can't remember. Wait, let me think.
Right down as well. I gotta watch the show as well.
But the third one is where I fell in love with it. So imagine if you saw a balloon, but it was a talking balloon with somebody's face peering down at you from the sky.
Oh, jeez.
That's quite horrifying, isn't it? Now imagine if that thing has a rope and it's just taking people up into the air and hanging them and breaking their necks immediately. Balloons with faces on,
yes,
hanging people. That is where I finally thought, this show's arrived in the creepy sector, like proper good storytelling.
Turned up, yeah.
The second episode was a tunnel with ghosts. It was a bit shit. So this is finally arrived. I don't know if they've picked the wrong stories, but some of his stuff is not always brilliant. But when he nails it, he is terrifying. And like I said with Creepshow with the Dollhouse, sometimes you just get an episode that's so bloody good, it stands up. Now, obviously, Cabinet of Curiosities is like bangers all the way through, but sometimes lesser shows have one killer episode, right, or 2.
Yeah.
An anthology show. That might be. I hope to God there's more of those haunting balloons with a rope coming to just pick people up and take over the human race, because it's terrifying.
I might as well kill a space mountain. Killer class mountain.
You have to go watch it. Yeah, go watch it. It's Junji Ito's Maniac Japanese Tales of the Macabre. It's pretty good. I think it has a dub, so if you don't like reading subtitles, go watch that as well.
That sounds ideal.
Yeah, that's good. And I think everybody here is a horror fan, so it's good. Tara, what did you think of it? You might have seen more.
Okay, so for me, I think it's actually pretty interesting, but to be honest, some of the stories don't make sense in terms of their horror. Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel that, it's not very gory, but overall, I think it's something interesting and like worth the watch.
It's so different. The imagery is more striking than the actual content of the episode. Like the balloon thing so far is like the big one for me. It's like I will remember that until I die. Like that will be haunting me for my days. It's such a good idea.
Wow. Okay, I gotta check it out now after hearing that.
Watch episode 3. Avoid the first 2. Watch the third episode.
Okay, let me
watch the whole thing.
Oh, I'll watch the whole thing. I ain't gonna sleep. I'll watch the whole thing.
I would just skinny dip the third one. Anyway, I've got one more show. Makanai cooking for the Maiko house.
Who types in? What's it called?
All Netflix. Makanai cooking for the Maiko house.
Oh, the balloon thing is freaky.
I'm about to Judy Ito. Judy Ito. Yeah, it's freaky, isn't it? Helen, if you put Ito and then balloon,
Yeah.
let's see if she can find it. Ito, ITO, balloon.
Mm.
I wonder if Helen will find.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
That's just creepy. Now imagine loads of them, and they try and get the last one out by talking through the wall.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
understand.
alive, and then she opens the window, and the balloon's like, haha, and you can see that the balloon's talking. It's like, oh, that's just next level. Before they weren't talking, now they're sensing it. It's just like, yo, no, it's awful.
Oh my god, that sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
So Makanai cooking for the Maiko house, which I've now said third time it's like I'm sponsored. Basically it's about it feels it's a bit weird. So in Kyoto there's a lot of Maiko and geisha, and like that's the last place where you can see this additional performance art of women in kimonos and all that. Sorry, hold on. I've got a throat cough. I'm good now. I'm old. So basically, we follow two friends from the Aomori, which is up north of Japan, which is where it's like Scotland, always pissing down with snow. So basically, they come down to where you would be the Midlands. Basically, if you were English, the Midlands, you're right, man. No, that's Liverpool. What are you doing down here? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
going
horrible.
to do accents.
Oh
They-
God,
they-
Ben.
They want to
That's
be
horrible.
Maiko, which is entertainers for male clients. Perfect for Troy because he's a pervert, so he'd love this. But there's none of that dark side of it. It's about the preparation and all the hard work that goes into it. It's basically a very gentle show. There's no plot twists. It's just people doing their job, but the characters are all very engaging. I'm not going to get into it too much. And one of the characters fails the production because it's like a really rare thing to be a maker. It's like high level. You have to dance. You have to be able to do like a very good choreography. Yeah, that one. Dancing. I can't say the word. Choreography. Speech.
Choreography.
Thank you very much, there, my friend. Thank you. And so she becomes a cook, and basically she makes all this food, and then there's all these other characters in this small house and entertaining the guests, and it's like a little weird little family. But because they tell them you can't have phones. Your phones, we take your phones. So basically, you get this weird thing of it's timeless. It's set in 2022, but you wouldn't know because it's like everyone's wearing a kimono everywhere. It's like almost like an old Japanese drama.
Yeah.
There's no phones allowed in anywhere because obviously a Mako with a phone is like it destroys. So even in modern day Japan, they got to walk. If you stop as a tourist and go, "Can I take a picture?" They can't be like, "Yeah, iPhone. Yeah, I'm just taking my iPhone. I'm just taking. Can I just stop Spotify?" Bing. Yeah, cool. Let's take a picture, bruv. Don't know why they're from London, but there you go. You know what I mean? It breaks the illusion of
Exactly, yeah.
of what they're representing. So go watch it. I liked it. It's very gentle. Again, maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but sometimes you just need a show that you can watch that it's fun. I haven't really watched any serious shows this week. I've only watched stuff that's easy to watch. Very simple. But Troy, let's talk about Naked Man in Alice in Borderland Season 2. Let's go.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, we're straight into it.
Let's go. Now you know why Tara was posting all those pictures in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I know why. Now I know
Yes,
why.
nice body. Do you know
Boyfriend
that song
feels
from
very
Yeah,
lean
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
like from Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, that's the theme for this.
Suggested camera angles to avoid his dick. Although
Oh
I do
my
think you
God.
can see it swinging like in the soft focus. There's clearly a bit where there's something in between his bush that you can see. It's soft focus though, so you don't actually see it, but
I don't know.
it's there.
You know it's there.
Oh my gosh. That's why I was like, literally, season 2, stop booting it
Yeah.
up. Of Ice and Borderland. Anyone's listening right now, Ice and Borderland season 2. That's what I'm on right now. So I haven't completely finished the last episode, but we're gonna talk up to that point. So There's a guy called Kyumi. There's a guy, yeah. He's a
Kuma,
nudist.
Kuma.
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 There you go. So literally, he's a nudist. Literally walks around
Naked.
hanging. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he does. He's walking
Yeah.
around.
You don't
Literally,
see the hanging though.
but you don't see it. That's the thing. You don't see it. But literally, he poses certain ways. So you
Don't
like
tell us that. We're not
you
going to
like-
watch it.
Yeah, so hey, but you never know. If you want to zoom in, then you could be
Can't
my
see
guest.
his dick
Be
a
my
little
guest.
bit.
But yeah, if you want to see the behind the scenes, you can do that. But in the actual show, itself,
It's in the show.
yeah,
You
but
see it a little bit.
I never looked that close, so I don't know. But I didn't look that close. But yeah, I know some people who did.
I cannot help but see it. It's over on the couch.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it all. I was
thing dangling between his legs. It's amazing.
That's a six pack. That's what
Like-
my aspiration, my goals. 6 pack. That's what.
Like all women my age, we've all spent a long period of time pausing Dirty Dancing to try and see Patrick Swayze's Willie. And every girl my age knows the bit. They know the bit when he's getting out of bed and baby's in bed. And there's a bit where you see like a second of bum.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
This was pre-internet, right? That's what we had for entertainment.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I've never seen Dirty Dancing.
What?
Dirty Dancing's a classic. Come on, Ben.
It's a classic.
Come
It's a
on.
Want
classic.
to watch it, especially for a dead man's cock. Okay, off we go then.
You
Fine.
don't get to see it, but like it's the best film about a 17-year-old
Yeah,
girl
but
having an
yeah,
affair
a bit.
with a man who's way too old for her, and everybody's angry because her dad's upset about it.
Sounds like the 80s to me.
It's one of
Hey,
those films that you
check
watch
it
as a child and think, God, I wish that was me. And then you watch it as an adult, it's like, you'll do what you're told, young lady.
Yeah.
Hey, trust me,
Anyway, sorry, Troy,
yeah.
I interrupted you there.
No, that's a classic. But yeah. So we got Tara's favorite humor. Yeah, we got him in this show. Great character, by the way. He has some good motivations. Had his own band.
It
You
has
know.
a nice voice. Body, like Megan Thee Stallion song.
Oh my gosh.
They're
Oh my god, dude.
like big titty 6 packs.
Oh my god.
Can I just say one thing though? I mean, there is a bit in that bit at the docks. There is a bit too much talking. Like it was very shonen style. Oh, let me talk to you. It's a life or death game, but we're friends. You're not friends. You're rivals. Shut the fuck up and punch each other in the face.
Yeah, dude,
It's the worst thing about Japanese television. You're rivals and you chat to each other for 10 minutes. Just get on with it. You're in a sorry.
Japanese love that kind of stuff. They'll talk to you like, yes, look deep inside yourself,
like
and one
Dragon
day
Ball,
you'll be like me. That kind of thing, you know what I'm
I'll
saying?
tell you how I'm going to beat you. And then
Yeah,
you
exactly.
beat me when you figure out my weakness.
Oh my god,
I
they
just
love that.
With my cock out, I'm going to just keep talking while you shake my hand. I haven't washed my hands. I'm the real winner. You've now got some dirty gangrene disease.
Oh my
I
god.
might sound like Boris Johnson. Sorry.
Oh my god, but yeah, man.
Anybody who knows about these things, just have a think about how many accents Ben just did there.
Yeah, he just did about 10 in like
There was like
second.
at least 10 in there. And
You're
it
going to
ended
tell
on
me they're quite
Welsh.
offensive, aren't you? And I don't know which ones it was meant to be. No, right. But you have shouted out one of the main characters, Chitsua, with the blonde hair, the grey hair.
Yes,
They give
Chitsua.
him more. The prison game, like
Oh my god, I love that.
that was so cool.
That was cerebral. That was like
So many red herrings. So many fucking red herrings.
So much. Literally, you had the con man, who he calls that the businessman, called him the con man. You had the serial killer. It was this guy whispering. I was like, when I saw this guy, I was like, oh man, this guy was scary as heck, bro. I was like, this guy pale face. This guy was whispering to people, making people do things. I was insane. And that girl was like, yes, join me, join my group. Oh my gosh, she was something
I got
else.
tits. Join my group. Come in my gang.
I was like, what
my
the
gang.
heck? Like legit. Crazy. It was crazy. It was insane. I was like, oh, wow. But when they turned against her, that was like the perfect time. I was like, yes, get rid of this woman, bro. Get rid of her.
Did you get it right the first time who it was?
Did I? I'm trying to think now. Did I get it? What was the First time. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it the first time. I didn't. Probably like halfway through, I kind of like clocked. This guy was kind of getting kind of sus. I was like, who is this random emo geezer just like, you know, the hairstyle just like walking around?
That's the problem. It's always
yeah. I was like,
they're not focusing on it. It's always that person because it's the interesting one.
Yeah. So I saw him and I was like, that's too obvious for a serial killer. We're way too obvious for him. The con man, I was like, nah. The girl obviously got killed off like literally halfway through, so I was like, no, it wasn't her. So that it happened to like one or two people, and I was like, yeah, it had to be him. It had to be him because he was like walking around. The cookie reveal was good. Him and that woman, the one who was with the con man. That was a good reveal. That was a good reveal when they did that.
This is good as the Muffin Man. There's another House joke.
Yeah, the whole prison scene by Chishiya, that solidified him as my favorite character after that.
So
also, that prison game was epic. I was like, yeah, Chishiya, you're the man.
Episode 7, some of the best fight.
Episode 7, bro.
Like, dude, the bodies hit the fucking floor there, and you're like,
bro, I was like,
this show hates women, right? This show took all the women out, went, right, women, all you die now. The men have got to continue on to the checkpoint. We are Japan.
Yes.
You are women, you will shut up and die now, and the men, they are going to save the world, okay? Shut the fuck up. Bang, 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 bang.
The action set piece was insane. That was
some bullshit, though. That was terrible. I reacted watching that episode, because at this point, all these characters, 2 seasons of it,
yeah,
everyone's just hitting the floor, and it's like, yo, the body count in Shibuya was off the chart, man. I mean, like, Drowning Pool was right. Let the bodies hit the floor. Like,
yo, Drowning Pool for real. I was like, that King of Spades, that assassin guy, mercenary, that guy was insane. I was like, oh my good. And my boy Agony putting in work. I was like, God, Agony. Let's go, Agony, putting that work. Once again, with the forearms. That wave straight to across the wall. That's some Dragon Ball.
It's like watching New Japan Pro Wrestling or something.
Yeah, it was.
Knocking each other out with clotheslines and everything.
Oh my god! The way he punched his face in the wall, just dragging him across the wall, that was like some Dragon Ball Z levels. I was like, that was awesome.
I loved how all the women were teaming up though, like taking shots.
That was great.
It gave them an opportunity to kick his ass.
Yeah,
it was brutal though, man. So what? Now you have not quite finished it.
No,
half an hour left. What do you think it is? What do you think this all is?
Oh my gosh, there's so many clues for me. I'm like, there's too many to think about now. I'm like, oh my.
Right, on this podcast now, tell us what you think it is, and then we'll come back next week and we'll find out through Salmon knows.
Okay. Okay. So guess now. Okay, what would be my guess? All right. I don't think it's that obvious. I feel I've got an idea in my head, but I'm like, it can't be that. There's no way that it can't be that. It can't be. I think it's some kind of temporal displacement, some kind of time travel happening. I think it's a time travel. I think something's happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Tara, when I saw the finale, I was kind of like, okay.
Borderland. Well, yeah.
Yeah, when I saw the ending, I was like, that's a fine ending. You haven't. That makes sense to me. What this has all been.
Yeah. It was actually a good ending. Happy ending. Everyone's alive.
Yeah. It left a door.
I mean, unlike Game of Thrones.
Careful.
Yeah, close. I was something.
We are dancing around this, but like Tara said, I remember she told me there is a potential door open for a 3rd season if they want to do it because they've set it up.
Oh, so you got potential, yeah. Okay, got you.
But it will be with new characters, is basically what it would be. You could just keep rebooting it like skins every 2 years, but it would just be like a death game. So like you did with skins every 2 years, you change the cast. Except for unlocking skins, everybody will just die every 2 years in the second season. Just much like skins. There's always a dead one in skins every year, wasn't there?
Yeah, always in skins. Yeah, it was.
Second year of a generation, it got dark as fuck.
I know.
So any other thoughts?
I was like, oh man, they could kill my boy up. I was like, as soon as Chishiya got shot, I was like, okay, here it is.
He survived, so at least he survived.
He's standing literally in the middle of the actual square talking to Arisu, and I was like, he's gonna get shot and something's gonna happen to him.
But you haven't finished the episode.
No, I haven't finished.
So
I finished off yet.
let us know.
But in the end of episode 7, he's alive. He's looking around. But in episode 8, I don't know how it's gonna end. We shall see. Because I'm on episode 8, so I don't know how it's gonna finish, how it's gonna go. But we shall see. We shall see.
We shall see
how that goes.
Okay.
But yeah, it's awesome. I love that show. That season 2. You told me that season 2 was gonna be amazing, and it is.
See, episode 7, I was reacting to it like I was like, "Yo, what? When did this come in?" I'm not being rude. Better than Squid Game altogether. Like better characters.
Squid Game.
This is better than Squid.
Yes, I'll say yes. I agree.
Squid Game is good, but Squid Game season 2, you gotta jump over that. You ain't gonna be able to jump over that season 2.
Yeah, you can't.
No, because you killed all your characters in season 1. You dumb fuck. You fucked yourself. All the characters I cared about are dead. Great job, numb nuts. Let's see in season 2 if you can do it again, because as in Borderland has jumped over your head. Taking a shit, took a shit in your bed, put a horse's head, put your mother's dead head, cut your mother's head off and stuck it in the bed. So it took a shit on it. Yeah. Squid Game, you're its bitch now.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if Squid Game can match up to this now. Season Borderland just like killed it. They killed it, man. Season 2.
Borderlands, man. Everybody was going up as a poor man. No. Squid Game wishes it was Borderland now. Borderlands raised their game. I hope we get a 3rd season because they haven't even touched the potential of what they've laid out.
Damn.
Game changer.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna see. Another episode. That's pretty good. I'm thinking to myself
when
now.
you see the last shot, go read the manga. Go read about what that thing is in the manga, and then you see where they're going, what it means for the potential 3rd season. Because it doesn't spell it out clearly, but there is a final shot. The final shot, is a clue to the manga and more. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, so it alludes to the manga. Okay, got you.
Okay, so anything else?
I'll say that literally that was it, man. I just want to talk about the game. Oh, yes, the favorite game so far, the tag game. Tag game was amazing. That one.
Shame the kid's head didn't blow up though. I do like watching children get murdered. I would have loved it if they just let the kid get killed and they all tagged each other and went, "Yeah, you're dead." Bang.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I didn't kill the boy. I was literally waiting for it. I was like, oh my days, the boy's gonna die somehow.
That game of tag on that oil rig was nuts.
That's what I'm saying. That was amazing, bro.
Flipping around oil rigs, like the most intense game of tag ever.
Flipping oil rig. Oh, that was amazing. Just the whole set pieces was like, I don't know how they even work out for that. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, man. It was exceptional. I was like, this whole every set piece in season 2. 10 out of 10. No, there's no skimping on the action. There's no skimping on the plot. Everything's perfect. Everything was perfect. Everything. Not
wait until you get past the side
part. What? No, don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Oh, no.
Wait, just wait. You're gonna freak. You're gonna be like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening here?
Okay.
Anyway, we better let the women speak because we.
Oh yes. So that's me done. Yeah, that's the one that just want to catch up.
All right, Helen, who wants to go next? Sorry.
I'll let Tara go because I'm sure she's got more exciting stuff to talk about than me.
Does he have dicks?
No dicks this time. Okay, so I haven't got much because it's been a busy week. Like I moved house and all, and we have a cat, and she's probably sitting outside my door right now.
You've got lovely windows and stuff. It looks really cozy in your new flat.
Yes. Yep. Anyway.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about Bling Empire, New York, and I was watching this with the cat, and she was just,
What's the title?
Bling Empire.
Bling Empire. Okay, go for it.
New York. Yeah. So the cat was just like going round and round the computer when I was watching it. So basically, it's about a group of wealthy Asian Americans that live in America. It's actually similar to the Bling Empire series. That one takes place in LA, but this one is a spin-off and takes place in New York. So the cast and everything is totally different, and they're all crazy rich for some reason. Yeah, they have businesses and all. And I don't know, it's actually like maybe an Asian version of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but just that they are Asian American. But somehow it's just so interesting. Not say interesting, but just something to fill your time, and something to watch. Yeah. So basically, if I were to compare to the LA version, well, actually, I cannot compare yet because I am not done watching it yet. So it's like one of those reality shows, but I bet everything is scripted, like every reality show it is. And what else have I been watching? Yes, let's talk about Money Heist, Korea Part 2. So we go back to Money Heist. So the Korean version is actually basically a remake of the original Spanish version, and everything's almost the same as mentioned previously, just that the storyline is a bit different. It's more Koreanized, like let's say North Korea and South Korea were to join together. So country bumpkins from the north come to the south to look for a job, and of course they're living a country bumpkin life, because they can't adapt. So we go back to the situation in the joint economic area. It's not the mint, the Spanish mint. This one's a joint economic area, the center. So and then we have smelly Korean Denver, who looks like he never bathed. So I told my colleague, like, Korean Denver looks like he never bathed. And then my friend's like, oh yeah, the hair look like never washed. I'm like, because he doesn't wash his hair. It's greasy and gross. Did you ever look at Korean Denver? And he's just trying to act like he's hot shit and all, like, you know? Yeah, and then like he let go his hair and like, dude, smelly, y'all, smelly. Don't you have shampoo somewhere in the joint economic area? Yeah. I mean, they can rob full of supplies and all, but someone forget to bring shampoo or just rob someone of shampoo or then put them in babe. So, yeah, and as mentioned previously, he actually had a sex scene with a girl, a North Korean girl. So that I'm like, okay, are we supposed to like it? It's a smelly, greasy, smelly hair, man. never bathe, and then girls are like, okay, like, yeah. So okay, and pretty much all the characters are the same. They have all those like city names and all. So yeah, but you have the complete follow of the Spanish version. But actually, not to be rude, I just feel that in the Korean version, the characters look better, like more visually
The
appealing.
hotter, right? The hotter.
Basically, yeah. So that's what she means. The hotter.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to look at the, no offense, but the original version compared to the Korean version, I just feel that the Korean version, the two females and also Rio and even Smelly them for fuck's sake, they are more, and also the girl who Rio had sex, Denver had sex with and all, and the professor, they all just more visually appealing. No offense to the original cast though. Yeah. This is just my opinion because beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Maybe I like Korean face more, so yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Your opinion.
Oh dear, the cat is making noise. I can hear it. She's scratching.
Let the cat in. Let the cat in.
Oh no, I don't think it's a good idea though.
Why not?
Do you want to see her?
Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Did have the cat make it more enjoyable to watch the show while you were watching the TV show?
Not really.
Okay.
Hold on.
You never know, right? You never know.
No, it's true. You never know.
Stroking a cat while you're watching a TV show, that's most probably another 2 points right there.
Yeah. I've never had my own cat, but my old flat, I used to have a cat that came and visited us every day. And
Oh,
9 times out of 10, he was a shit. But when he was cuddly, it was very nice
oh.
to have him sitting there sleeping on your lap.
Hmm.
Oh, proop, proop.
I can hear a cat.
I've seen the cat.
Where did he go?
You brought in for a split second and went back out again.
This is absolutely gripping podcasting, everybody. Top marks, lads.
Yeah, I know. We've done so well, haven't we?
If you hear the meow, that means there's a
Audio
cat.
medium to its fullest.
I heard a little proop, like the cat startup sound.
Yeah.
Sounds like a robotic cat.
Robotic cat.
This podcast has gone off the rails.
I know it's gone to it's gone off the rails already.
Back to normal.
Yes.
You see her?
Yes,
No.
Did you see her?
Oh, I saw her.
I saw a little
She
glimpse.
she doesn't want to come in. Yeah, she doesn't want to. But she's been scratching my door. Just
Maybe she'll get into your house more when she gets to know you. Next time.
yeah.
She wanted to be let in, that's what it was.
So Helen,
Yo,
yes, that leaves you.
it does. And the thing is I've not got like a lot this week just because I've not been watching much.
That's
But I
good.
did watch Men on Amazon Prime, which I know is on your list for the next couple of weeks, right?
And
And it is good.
Men,
It is good.
it's all our fault, men.
It's yeah, it's not subtle. Like it's not like, oh, what's the problem? Men, they're all the same. Yeah, that's literally what the film
that's
is
basically what it
about.
was. That's basically what it's about.
The theme of the film is men are all the same, literally. But the last like 15 minutes of that film is like nothing else you've ever seen, and it plays very much into the fear that the same fear that Alien taps into, put it that way, of men's bodies being taken over. And still thinking about that hand. You'll know what I mean once you see it. Troy knows what I mean.
Yes, how do you know what that means? My God.
That hand, oh my God, that hand is haunting my nightmares. Anyway, so as I said, we've had quite a busy week, so it's been quite low effort this week, but me and my husband both got bang into the Traitors. Like we smashed the British eps in about 2 days, and we've started on the American one. Have you guys heard of it?
But yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of the Traitors.
It's reality. It's a game show. So
is that
basically,
the one with Claudia Winkleman and her head and shoulders dandruff-free hair?
she doesn't wash her
You
hair.
gross.
Well, she needed to get out of Naked Attraction with all those naked people coming out of tubes, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She needed to get out of the house.
So basically what it is like loads of people in this castle in the middle of Scotland doing tasks every day to grow the prize fund. But most of them are what they call faithful, but 3 of them are traitors. And it's the traitors are kind of, like moles, but they're not trying to sabotage, they're just trying to kind of win. So if they so they have like a round table every day where they decide they have to banish somebody who they think is a traitor. And they find out when the person's banished whether they're a traitor or not. And then but the traitors get to murder somebody every night as well. So they're just trying to like create as much chaos as possible, basically. Then they've got like tasks that they have to do to earn money. And it's just really fun. Like, and basically if there's so whoever's left at the end wins the money. But if there's any traitors left at the end, the traitor gets all the money. So it sounds really complicated. It's actually less complicated, and they explain it all the time as well. Like every time something happens, people explain to you what's going on. So it's not like you spend your whole time going, huh, what? But like, yeah, people being really devious, people trying to like double cross each other, like, and watching like. There's this woman who's like quite a pretty, demure blonde lady, and she susses it out like within the first 5 minutes, and nobody believes her. And I felt so bad for her because she's like, it's definitely this guy. And everybody's like, no, I don't. I trust him with my life. And she's going, no, honestly, guys, you have to trust me. Like, I can really feel it, and everybody's like, no, stop. But it is like she's right. She's completely right. She just says it within 30 seconds. But I think she's an actress and she doesn't tell people immediately. And then they all get really suspicious of her. But anyway, I'm going into it and I'm explaining it too much. But it's very silly and like very kind of proper reality television. Like the first couple of seasons of Big Brother, like people playing mind games and all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
Naughty Nick.
I like that. I like that. Traitor sounds interesting already. Nice.
So
And we just
Claudia Winkleman not annoying.
Well, listen, right, yes, she is a little bit annoying. So what I would suggest is watching the American version, which has landed wholesale on iPlayer as well.
Good. I'll watch that instead because she drives me up the wall.
Which is presented by Alan Cumming having the absolute time of his life.
Oh, great.
Alan Cumming, the legend out here, legend.
Yeah, my pal Alan Cumming. Have I told this story before? Have I?
I don't know. You tell
Say it again. I'll say it again. I think you have.
Drop all the time, Mrs.
So when I was very small, my dad was a youth worker, and one of the things that he did was like used to get in drama students to come and work in the summer schools that he did, and they would do like drama and circus skills workshop, and in return he'd sign off their equity card, and they like, and one of them was Alan Cumming, and he stayed with us when we were kids. So yeah, that's my Alan Cumming story.
But hey.
So yeah, I've got a couple of things that he gave me. So like, it did happen. I'm not just imagining it. But yeah, he's having the absolute time of his life on the Traitors US, and he really fits in nicely with the Scottish castle as well. And he's got like, loads of dastardly outfits, and he looks stunning. So there you go. There's that.
Hopefully, the finale is the bit where they invade Claudia Winkleman and stab her to death.
I wouldn't vote for that, but
gosh.
like she's annoying, but
she
she's not
looks
that
like
bad.
a troll. Her hair is obviously a wig.
I don't think it's a wig, but she's definitely not using Head and Shoulders on it.
No, she looks like she's just come through a hedge backwards. I mean, she looks like she hasn't slept in 3 days. Like, she looks like a crazy woman, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but
She's got
it's good. It's fun.
as well. Her eyes are never stopping. They're always open. Like, wow, we're going. I always pick on a celebrity each week. Claudia Winkleman, your time is in.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. Right, is that it?
No, it's not actually. So
Go for it. Plot twist.
I know I've already mentioned it, or I might not have already mentioned it. Who can tell at this stage? It's Friday and I'm very tired. But the new season of Happy Valley is delivering.
Is it still happy sarcasm?
Valley.
It is delivering. It's delivering strong.
Yeah.
It's delivering so good. And I think like the whole thing about like the ep coming out every week, like I moaned about it at the beginning because I was like, I'm not a child. If I want to watch the whole thing in a week, in 2 days, I should be able to do that. I'm not enjoying the BBC making us watch it like this. But I tell you what, it's got time to marinate in between episodes now. So I'm watch it, and then I'll watch it again a couple of days later, and I'll think about it because it's so bloody clever. Like the writers are dropping in bits here and there. You know, there's a little one thing that's mentioned in episode 2 that you don't think about ever again, but you just know is going to be part of the finale. Like, it's just so clever and good. And this latest episode, plot twist, man, just plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. You know, like when a show like episode 4 is as good as the finale of any other show, that 5 and 6 are going to be like
something else.
It's going to be like a SWAT. It's not just going to be the fireworks factory. It's going to be the SWAT team from Mars come to the fireworks factory
The Simpsons reference.
Bomb it.
From Mars.
Fireworks battery.
So yeah, that is so Happy Valley. Definitely. And I finished Industry.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, okay.
I talked about that last week, didn't I? Series 1 was good. Series 2, even better. Like, just honestly, like I can't believe more people aren't talking about this show. It is so good. Just like more double cross, the amount of double, triple, quadruple crossing that went on in the final episode. I didn't know who was, like, honestly, I had to literally sit with a recap open because I was like, right, who's fucking who and who's fucking who?
It sounds like our workplace.
Well, no, yeah.
Wait. Does fucking happen in the UK workplace culture as well? Like who's fucking who?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah,
Not
definitely.
only a
Hey,
single
especially where I
party
work, my
in
goodness.
my ex company.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
But also what happens as well is that if you're friends with somebody of the opposite sex, people will assume that you're fucking.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll get pulled into meetings and everything to ask if you are, and you'll have to be like, no, have you not heard of Friends?
Friends!
Oh,
Fuck Friends!
Yeah, I'm
So-
probably sure there's probably a
I think
rumor about me
why
and Ben
someone-
just because
Yeah.
we're friends.
I don't get why someone want to fuck in the workplace. You know, like
I have no
really-
idea because like shitting where you eat is a really stupid idea.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't if do this kind of things in the workplace. Like for my current place, they are quite strict on the work culture, so I don't think they'll tolerate this kind of thing.
Yeah, it does happen in the UK, and it can be very, very messy.
It is very messy. I've seen the all in my previous company. I shall not say names or anything, but
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. So yeah.
yeah, it was conducted by OG Third and another piece of shit named Aaron.
Okay.
It's okay. We don't work together anymore, and we're not gonna see each other anymore. So I'm gonna say his name.
She's out of all fucks, this woman. She doesn't give a fuck.
I am like gonna say Dracarys to everything when I move to Tokyo. When I move to Tokyo, or I come back to the UK, or I'm in the US, like I'm gonna say Dracarys to everything, and I'm just gonna be like Daenerys smiling while she set the house on fire. Yeah, that meme.
Oh my gosh. The Game of Thrones references. Cars.
That's the
I
Game
wish
of
I had a
Thrones
pet
reference,
dragon.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's how you do
Yeah.
a real life Dracarys if you, in modern days if you don't have a pet dragon.
Okay.
Okay, should we wrap up this bad boy and send it home?
Yeah, let's take it home, babies. Let's take it home.
home. Okay, who wants to go first? Pimp yourself out. Let's do this.
Well, I would
Yes,
say
okay,
sorry, go on, you go first.
Ladies first, but which lady?
Okay, check out my channel, yo. Maniac Man,
Yo.
but pumping titties in the gym. I
We
don't have
all
much
know what
content.
Tara does on the weekends. Right.
Yeah, since it's 2023, there will be better content. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Hey, Legend of All 101, reviews, reactions, pop culture, all that good stuff. You know where to find me. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hit us up on twitter.com and gmail.com at squareeyesin, SQUAREEYESSYN.
Fantastic. And there's also a Facebook group, so go and do all that. It's in the description below, plus podcast artwork and other things. Cool. Right, so you can all fuck off now. So it's time for you to all tubby bye-bye, fuck off and get out of town. So it's goodbye for me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye for me.
And from me.
Yeah, brilliant. Now, happy, have a good week, and more importantly, stop kissing the toilet seat. Cheers. Bye.